Hello and welcome to vBlog number 3, this time from my couch, and this means that the songs are basically finished. Although I must say, since I'm a perfectionist, I might go in and make some minuscule changes in a week or so, but that's going to be a couple of hours max, and so yeah. Basically, so far I've listened to the songs on all kinds of systems, like my stereo, on like laptop, on you know, iPod with headphones, different headphones, my boyfriend's stereo, and so on and so forth, because you just want to make sure that it sounds great on all systems. And the way I mix is not just normal mixing. I'm actually pre-mastering everything already, so I'm making sure that everything sits right already, so that the mastering process is nothing more than, you know, just equalizing tiny little bits and compressing it a bit more so it sounds loud enough. Although I don't want the songs to be as loud as, you know, most pop songs these days, because I feel like the dynamics just get completely lost. So what else? I've also been, you know, writing lyrics in the park. I've only managed to write 1.5 lyrics so far, because the weather changed quite to, you know, something rather bad. It's been really rainy and cool, and there's been loads of thunderstorms, so not weather to go outside into nature. Sit in the park, or, you know, even go to a lake to go swimming and then write lyrics, but rather to, you know, sit inside and do things. But I've managed to write 1.5 lyrics. The first one is called 2, and it's going to be quite upbeat. I basically already have a rough vocal melody for it, and I want it to be kind of like rather a jazzy tune. That's what it sounds like to me in my head, and I think I'm going to try to write something on the marimba as the main instrument. I don't know, I'll have to see if that's going to work out or not. So yeah, that's my lyrics book at the moment, also book for ideas from the other side. And that's the song lyrics, or part of it. And yeah, it's quite jazzy, and it's going to be fun, it's humorous, and I've also written half the lyrics for another song. That's actually been an idea I've had like a couple of months ago. It's basically an organy sound together with vocals, but without lyrics so far, so the writing process for the lyrics is more difficult, because they have to fit the vocal melody. So I'm halfway done, but I think I'm going to finish it in the next couple of weeks. And this one's going to be rather, you know, slow, sad, but hopeful. And that's all I'm going to say about that right now, because I just, you know, I want to have some kind of something to play you, to kind of, you know, explain more about what it is and everything, because I might change things up as well along the way. Yeah, another thing I've been doing, because the weather was so bad, I've actually been thinking about what to do for the cover artwork for the EP. The EP is going to be called Patchwork, so for quite some time I've been thinking about what I want as a visual, but I kind of always got stuck with the, you know, like the typical patchwork thing where you have, like, you know, fabric sewn together, but I didn't want that because it's just too obvious and too literal. So a couple of days ago I've been doodling on the iPad, and one of the things that I came up with was this. That's not going to be the artwork, but that inspired me to create a font. I've always been wanting to make a font myself, because I studied design, so it's something that I learned as well how to do, well, more or less, at least like how fonts work. Like the first, like really rough mock-up is this. It's not going to look like that at all, but just gives you like a rough idea. So basically the idea is that the font is going to be made of only circles and squares, nothing else. I mean, in theory all fonts are made of circles and squares, but you know, then you take little things and change them. But I just wanted to keep it really straight, like just adding and subtracting shapes and creating a font like that and keeping the outlines. And so in the last 3 days I've created the vector font. It's just lowercase, and it looks really good. There's 2 versions of it. One is just black letters with white outlines, and the other one is coloured in, just like the colours you saw in the mock-up, which actually goes really well with my wall colours here in the studio, and also with how I see sounds. I'm a synesthete, so I actually see colours with music. So I always see certain colours, and for the Patchwork EP, there's certain colours in there that keep coming up, and lots of that is, for me, is kind of reddish, orangey, yellowy colours. And there's also more, but I just didn't want to make everything too colourful, so I just decided to take the inspiration from the walls and just part of what I see as colours. And yeah, so the font is finished, and let's just have a quick look what else. So yes, right. And then in the last few weeks I've really been feeling rather drained as well already, because I really need a holiday, which I'm gonna go on. We're gonna be leaving tomorrow, so once you see the video, I'm already on holiday, well, if you see it early on. So I'm gonna be at Lake Constance for a week, and it looks like the weather's going to be nice again, so I'm going to relax, go swimming a lot, and be in nature, maybe go into the Alps and so on with my boyfriend. And yeah, so I've been feeling quite drained already in the last few weeks, so I kind of tried to not just work too much, because I learned that whenever I feel like that, the last thing you should do is just work a lot, because you end up not achieving much. So a couple of weeks ago I've visited my family, because it was my grandma's 91st birthday, and I also caught up with some good old friends, including a good friend that I started my first band with. Then I've been to like a friend's birthday party for some lovely wine tasting with cheese and bread. My boyfriend and I have chosen a little kitten that we're gonna get in about 4 to 6 weeks, because right now it's just 4 weeks old and it's really cute. It's tortoise shell, so black, orange and white. At the moment it's called Gremlin, because it looked quite funny in the beginning, kind of like Gremlin. but we're gonna change the name. We haven't quite, you know, made a last final decision yet. So I'm really looking forward to the kitten as well. And yeah, once I'm back from my holiday, I'm gonna have to arrange the cover shoot for the Patchwork EP, and I'm also planning to film a couple of videos, music videos. I've already chosen locations for that, but I have to see if that's going to work out or not, because, you know, you never know. It's not as easy because it's outdoors. Well, kind of outdoors, not really, but places where you kind of either need a permit or you do it illegally, and then you have to try not to get caught. So I have to see if that's going to work out. And then I'm gonna design a booklet myself as well, and you know, also continue writing more lyrics and get started with more songs. Oh yeah, I'm not sure if I already mentioned that the EP is gonna come out in mid-October. I will be able to tell you the exact date in a couple of weeks. So yeah, that's it. And if you have any questions or comments, they're always welcome. Just write something down below. And I'll be back with the next vBlog with hopefully more news and more going-ons in just 2 weeks. So bye.